Hey CatFish fans, this is Stan, your community manager from Hamhawk Games. In this video, I'll be showing some gameplay from a pre-alpha build of CatFish. This build is actually the demo we presented live at Otronicon just a few days ago, so what you're seeing is exactly what attendees of the event were given a chance to see in person. I hope you enjoy. As I mentioned before, this is the CatFish Sailing Demo that was shown at Otronicon. The purpose of this demo was to give players a chance to experience what it's like to be sailing in this world, to both give them an idea of what kind of gameplay they'd experience, as well as what sort of game feel the world would have. Right now we're headed into the harbor where most of the action takes place when it comes to buying and selling equipment and fish. The game starts off in this area where civilization has been pushed back, but we'll talk more about story at a different time. Right now in this demo, we are sailing in the steamer. The steamer is a very special ship because it has different stats than the default. In addition to a different turning radius, it also has this speed boost function. Each of the boats will have their own different reasons for using them aside from just aesthetics, so we wanted to give players a chance to really see what it's like to be able to just sail, and to sail very fast. We also have collision in this demo, as we're about to demonstrate here. Full steam ahead, no pun intended. Okay, I'm lying, that was on purpose. As you can see, we messed up those barrels pretty bad. They are still in one piece, but we do send them flying every time we hit them. People had a lot of fun knocking them in the air like that, and basically showing them that no barrel is safe so long as the cat is on the seas. Coming up here on the right, we had some bombfish, a school of bombfish. The fish in this demo are pretty interesting because they do react to the boat. As you'll see in a moment, the bombfish are now headed towards the ship and circling around it. It's kind of terrifying, but don't worry, you're safe. For now. So we're going to go ahead and head away from these different bombfish and speed off into the distance towards yet more barrels. Yes, the carnage is unbearable. Unbearable. Forgive me. Coming up on the left, as we push these two barrels out of the side, we have our sandcastle from the Kickstarter trailer, and that barrel's flying. Here we go through a set of islands to yet another barrel. We really wanted to give people a little bit more interactivity in this demo, so we put a lot of barrels in the ocean to give them an idea of what the ship can do when it rams into something. Up ahead you'll see that tower. It was actually made as a placeholder asset, as a bit of an homage to Zelda Wind Waker. Just to give you a broad idea, again, of what it's like to go sailing at full speeds, your boat treads water, and your wake appears when both sides of the boat are touching the water. This little extra amount of detail is something that we thought would be really cool to put in the game, since you spend so much time on the ocean anyway. Up there is our friend the gentlemanfish. A lot of people have seen this one before. The gentlemanfish does not react like the bombfish, but instead behaves independently of the boat, sometimes even trying to avoid it. We're going to go ahead and let it be. Another barrel destroyed as we barrel through them. When you're idle, you're floating, and the waves adjust how high up in the water you are. We had a Mechanics Monday post explain how the boat buoyancy works, but now that we're going to pass through these barrels, we're going to take another look at the size of the map. So right now we're headed to the corner of the map, in which you'll be able to see what the outside looks like. We've basically cut out a simple square for the purpose of this demo. Now, we're going to sail across the entirety of this map to the other corner, at full steam ahead. Once again, you can see that as we're flying over the water, we fly out of it sometimes, because that is how boats work. The smokestacks of the steamship actually, their amount of steam that they produce is completely dependent on the speed at which you're going. It's a nice little attention to detail that Chris made sure to implement. So we just reached the other corner. That took quite a little while. I'm happy to say that the length of this particular square is representative of one cell, and in the base game for CatFish there are 49 of them. So the actual map of this game is 49 times larger than this demo area. In this demo, we actually let players also cycle through the different outfits that were shown in the Kickstarter trailer, but my personal favorite is the secret bonus costume, Naked Cat. Now that we've pretty much covered everything in this demo, we're going to go ahead and head back over to the harbor and pretty much wrap things up. So if you liked what you saw, please definitely let us know and check out the Kickstarter page if you haven't already. If you have any questions or comments about what you've seen here, feel free to shoot us a message as well and just let us know what you're thinking. Now we've reached dock. Thanks again for joining us. This has been your community manager Stan with Ham Hock Games. Once again, this is Stan from Ham Hock Games. Currently, CatFish is on Kickstarter and Steam Greenlight, and we need your help to make it happen. Please visit Kickstarter.com and look up CatFish. There's a link in the description below. We need your donations to help us fund the development of the game. Additionally, we need your help on Steam Greenlight as well to help us get onto Steam when the game is finished. There's a link to the Greenlight page in our description as well. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more updates from CatFish.